always forget to watch. Oh, got it. We're live.
We are live.
We are live. Somebody clicked live before I was ready.
Well, since I don't know how to do any of that clicking stuff, it wasn't me.
So here we are. Every Rush song. If we look like we're naked, it's because Jay's not here.
I am from the waist down.
And I'm naked from the neck up.
See?
So let's see.
Yeah, we got some unfortunate news, every Rush song fan. It's about our dear friend Jay. There's a reason why he's not with us tonight. We got the news. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We got the news earlier that
It's so thirsty.
well, he had made plans.
True.
Now, when you look at Jay, you go, that guy's never got plans, but he is a busy man. He is always doing this stuff. He's out there amongst the masses talking about Rush.
He's spreading the word.
He's spreading the word. Yes.
Is it sacrilegious for me to say spreading the gospel?
The gospel of Rush?
Yeah. I mean, it's not really is that you would be, oh, Tim's making.
Yeah. Yes, honey. Yeah, you can make dinner. I don't care if you make dinner.
Your podcast with your
Live. We're live on YouTube.
This
right
is
now.
what happens live, folks.
Yes.
Of course.
Dinner.
Where am I?
There you
Oh,
are. Yeah.
God.
Hello. Oh, what happened? You just disappeared into the pressure.
The pressure. That was the grace.
High grace.
And then that was the pressure.
High pressure.
Yes. So we are live
I swear to talk to everybody.
before your naked, steaming eyes.
Ooh. Yeah.
That's a David Lee Roth saying.
Is it?
Yes.
I'm sharing this on YouTube. Just hopefully somebody will watch. Please, somebody.
Yeah, maybe somebody will.
Anybody. So you know what's funny about Jay having plans tonight? And a little sad. I think they were with me.
Nuh-uh. Are you serious?
I think they were, because when we finished our recording with Rush Discuss the other night, Jay and I kind of hung out. We were going to record a few Beer Thursdays, but I hadn't had dinner yet, and I had drank the whiskey, and so I said, Jay, I really need to eat, and I think we had talked about meeting tonight, and so I feel really bad about that. Yeah, but you know, I'm having a complete meltdown here.
Yeah, but it also isn't that sort of on Jay as well. I mean, maybe he forgot, because did he say something? He
did mention earlier. He said, "Yeah, I think you and I had plans."
Well,
so, and I said, I apologize, but I don't remember anything before 11 years ago or after 9:30 at night. That's kind of I think I need to be tested.
You definitely need to be tested.
And I'm very thirsty.
So Shane, in our extremely long pre-production meeting, what did we discuss that we were going to discuss on this live broadcast?
I don't know that we can call it a discussion, but we decided on Geddy's best bass licks, which is going to be kind of highlighting some of our favorite, not bass lines, more along closer to bass solos, bass
breaks,
and somewhere in that. Yeah. Cause we decided Tom Sawyer, for example, that it repeats. So
right.
It's the bass line, not a lick.
It's a great line, but it's just,
well, it's on Moving Pictures. So obviously,
of course,
one of the best songs ever written.
Oh my goodness.
You didn't even see me disappear.
I didn't know what to do. I was going solo. I
You
panicked.
didn't see anything. Oh, you know what's weird? I got to fix this because we're going to look really strange on the.
Okay.
I don't know how to do that. How do I make a side by side? I want us to be side by side.
Well, I'm side by side right
Oh
now.
shit! I thought of that before I started.
Well, you know.
Okay, it's okay. You know what?
Yeah.
Oh, there we are. Okay, sorry,
Yeah.
YouTube's people. Where?
There you go.
Wow. Yeah. So a couple of the ones that we had mentioned as that we liked was
Cinderella Man.
Cinderella Man.
Yes.
How does that one go?
Do 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 do. Boom. Do 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 do. So is, I mean, look, 1977. That's pretty hip.
Yeah, I think if we ever had a, no, I probably should have brought up Cinderella Man on. Oh, we did least favorite albums, didn't we? Not least favorite songs, because I think for me, Cinderella Man would fall into that
Really?
category. Not a big fan of Cinderella Man. I didn't mean for that to rhyme. It's a complete coincidence.
I mean,
Not a
Cinderella.
big fan of Cinderella Man.
Cinderella Man's not in my top 30, but
Maybe if I saw the movie, what's the
With
movie it's based on? It's based on a movie. The song's it's kind of about a movie.
I thought you were. I thought you were talking about the Russell Crowe movie, Cinderella Man.
No,
I was see, once again, I had no clue that song was based on a movie. Oh no, it was based on Caddyshack. Cinderella boy out of nowhere.
I don't think so.
Okay.
But yeah, that, for example, Cinderella Man. I didn't want to go off on a tangent about not liking that song, but
okay. So there's a good starter right there. Okay. But let's back up even a little further back. We get the very 1974 from the first album, Working Man.
Yeah, that's I love that one.
Yeah, and
I love that one. Yeah,
and the way he's tricked it up later when they brought Working Man back, he would do this crazy which is something really crazy.
No, he took it up a notch.
Yeah, he took it up a notch.
Plussed it up.
Right. Here's one for you.
Well, let's not forget the little reggae version of
Working Man. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love Reggae Man.
Yes, man.
All right.
Next would be from the greatness of Vapor Trails. The song Driven. Do 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 do.
Sonata. No, isn't that more of a bass line than a bass lick? Does it it repeats? Does it repeat with, do the drums come in and then it play the same thing? When we say repeat, two measures, 4 measures? I mean, it's okay if it repeats twice. Does it repeat 4 times? I think if it repeats 4 times,
well,
full phrase, 4 measures.
Yeah, he does change it because he plays it. He starts it out in a higher octave. Wait a second, or is that just in the live version when they were doing Driven live? Because he would do a little. I mean, it would be more of a bass solo break right there.
Okay.
But then when he kicks it in for Neil and Alex to come in, he just
okay.
Yeah.
I think that would qualify as a break.
Okay,
maybe. Maybe it qualifies as a break, which I think qualifies for what we're talking about tonight.
right.
More break, lick, solo.
It's awesome. That's a
Yes.
good one. And then I'm just picking. So, I'm not saying this is in any kind of worst to best order or anything like that. Just I'm thinking of songs with bass lines that are really cool, and that's what I'm going with. Force 10. No. And not necessarily Force 10. What am I thinking of? Turn the Page. Same album, Hold Your Fire.
How's it go? Remind me.
Uh,
Pretend like I'm Jay for a second. I don't know any Rush songs. Sorry, Jay. Just kidding.
And I'm not giving it any justice whatsoever. But that one's a good one. Because he's slapping the bass, man. He's just slapping the bass.
One of my favorites is Witch Hunt.
Now that is a true. Hey, Andy, that is a true bass solo. And it happened on Witch Hunt. That comes right before the really other good bass solo on Vital Signs.
Now, Tim, part of our discussions that we had before pod, pre-video, pre-channel. What do you call it now that we're on YouTube now? It's more than a podcast. You also
TV.
mentioned that listening back to it, you couldn't believe how harsh you were to
but that was
poor
before
Adam and poor Julianne from
but that was before we hit record and push play and blah blah. I'm not going to pause, rewind, replay on this.
I think it made the cut.
Great. No, they will enjoy that. They like a little stabbing.
Okay, Tim, we have someone watching. Monkey sensing. It's hard for me to say. I'm too thirsty. My mouth is parched. Monkey sensing sensei says the enemy within. I think I'm stumped. I'm trying to think of the bass line. The bass.
Okay, that is a great bass line. I don't necessarily, because Alex is doing something, Neil's keeping time.
You have to go back and listen.
And I mean, I guess in a way it's the bass that's driving it, but it's not necessarily, that's not a solo. It's not a break. It's a bass line and it's awesome. Oh, I love me some Enemy Within, part 1 of Fear from the Fear trilogy. Thank you, Grace Under Pressure.
That's the Fear trilogy sometime.
We'll
We'll do that. We'll do that in October. Let's have guests. From a couple of different shows, and we'll go through
the Fear trilogy.
4 weeks. We'll spend 4 weeks going through the Fear trilogy, and well do them in order.
Well, because technically, it's no longer a trilogy.
It's a quadruply.
Right, a quadruply. It's something the French call I don't know what.
I don't know what they call it.
Right. But with Freeze from Vapor Trails, that was part 4 of Fear, so it's no longer a trilogy.
Yeah,
so yes, 4 weeks we can talk about that. That'll be awesome. But we're talking about Geddy's bass lines. So think of something else. I mean, besides the obvious, let's try to stay away from the obvious ones.
Like right YYZ. Like a couple of the fills from YYZ. Zed, sorry.
Thank you.
YY, Zeta.
La Vela Strangiato. We're staying away from those for right now.
That's more like a solo, isn't it? La Via Strangiato.
I mean, to me, it's but it's not a solo in the sense Witch Hunt's and Vital Signs.
Which monkey singing sensei just mentioned? Monkey sensing sensei. I am horrible with
Words. Words are hard.
My way with words be my best, Malcolm McCullough. Homer Simpson.
Go.
Won't do it again.
But because then
Thank you
you
very
take a
kindly.
look, other great bass lines, Big Money. It's got some nice bass playing going on in that one. That's some good stuff.
Bass lines.
Yeah, bass lines. Digital Man.
Yeah,
Yes.
one of my favorites.
Yes, that is a good one, but that's a bass. Ooh.
Bass line. It's a bass
Yeah.
line because then it goes through and that's
It goes
the
through
lyrics and everything on top of that.
Yeah. Okay. So that is a bass line. Well, then let's go ahead and talk about the obvious.
I'm afraid.
Free Will. And that's the easiest part. When Alex comes in, then he just goes crazy. Right.
And they're all three going crazy.
They're all three going crazy.
Together.
It's and it's so tight and it's not sloppy.
No,
it's just right.
It's just right.
Brune walked in and said, guys, so far the album's pretty good, but we need something. I need the three of you to take on this song right here and just go ape, go crazy, get mucho loco, amigos, and just do what you do best. Do that voodoo that you do so well.
And that's what they did.
Absolutely, that's what they did.
I didn't notice, but that's the same thing Monkey Sensing Sensei just said. The breakdown in Free Will and the interplay between Geddy and Alex.
Yeah, okay.
Did you say that? I hope we said that before. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. Sometimes I don't want to feel, did we steal his idea? No, because we were talking about before the show. We talked about Free Will.
Oh yeah, we talked about Free Will.
Because I think that's a lick, because then it changes. He didn't repeat that part.
No, he's doing some stuff. It's a lick.
Fill, lick.
Right. Yes.
Break.
Right.
A brick.
A brick.
A leal?
No.
Tangent.
No.
Sorry, I'm back. Hey.
No.
Oh, how are you doing?
So just going through everything. Now this isn't a break. It's a line, but it is so good, and it's from Leave That Thing Alone, the instrumental from Counterparts. Doom. That's my wah-wah pedal.
Your wah-wah cheek.
Yeah. But that's a good one.
Tim McComas on the wah cheek.
Right.
All right. Yeah. A line, not a fill, but malignant narcissist.
Yes.
I can't even think of it. I was thinking of it. Now I can't recall it. Damn it. I can't remember it. You had brought up in the intro to the trees.
Not the intro of the trees, but right before the guitar solo. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about the intro when he comes in, when Alex is still on the acoustic. Yeah, that's a good little. So is that a lick? Is it a line, or is it a solo?
I don't know. It seems more like a solo
it's
because
not
it doesn't
a break.
repeat. It's
Right.
too long to be a lick or a fill
Right.
or a break. I think it's a solo. And you know what?
Mm.
People are going to hate me for this, but I think
Uh-oh.
the song could have done without that. I think it could have been a little simpler and not taken away from the guitar.
Okay. Well, we're sorry for wasting your time here tonight, folks. I don't know what's wrong with
Sorry.
Shane. Maybe he's missing Jay. I don't know what
I
it
am.
is.
I am.
Yeah.
There's. It's
Let's
like
see.
Brady's missing from the Brady Bunch because there's the I'm here and you're there, and there should be another person down there.
Well, maybe Jay will come home early and
When he figures out
click
that I'm not
on.
gonna show up.
And no, it'll be it's us like the Brady Bunch, and then all of a sudden, like they did with Alice, put her right in the middle. She shows up.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I wish
Yeah.
I wish you would Zoom. I wish Zoom had those capabilities.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Hey, Zoom, if you're listening, that's my enhancement request. I want to put someone in the middle right there, like Alice. Alice.
Like Alice. Okay.
That shit was so bad.
This is one of my favorite Geddy bass parts. And not being a bass player, it doesn't sound that hard, but I think it is so groovy. And it's the bass line to I see red.
Yeah.
I just love that bass line so much.
Kind of funky,
it's kind of funky. It's
nice
more
groove.
nice groove, kind of laid back, just yeah. Uh-huh. That one's a good one. What else?
Should have taken better note. Well, we didn't have any note to his guys.
Yeah, we're just making this. We're making this up on the fly.
Live. Okay. From Monkey Sensing Sensei, especially the MP40 show at the Gardens. The bass is super high in the mix. I think talking about a Free Will, probably the Free Will mix.
Okay.
Hemispheres, the intro. Yeah, I mean, because he doesn't really repeat that.
Or something like. No, I was just doing the trees right there, but yeah, it's right before it leads up before the ding 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 ding.
Yeah, because it's not really.
Yeah, but it's just a little Geddy solo right there. That would be a bass solo. That is a bass solo.
Nice work. I'm gonna ask for a
and guess what
for Christmas.
Hey, Andy, that was from. Well, it's from Hemispheres Prelude, which is from the album Hemispheres, which is before Moving Pictures.
Do you mean Adam?
What did I say, Andy? Adam. Yeah.
You thinking of Andy Levy?
I am thinking of Andy Levy. No.
I think he does. Hope he's okay.
Yeah, we hope, Andy.
I feel bad.
If you're out there, man, we hope you're doing okay. Andy always said
Waterloo.
Back in high school that he was going to be a cop, and that his dream was 10 to 15 years after we graduated, he was going to come to my house, knock on the door, and I would open up the door and say, Andy, I can't believe it. I haven't seen you in forever. He's going to say, Mr. McComas, you're under arrest. You're coming with me. That was his dream. Yes.
Andy, it's not too late. You can still do it. You can still live your dream, Andy.
You can still live the dream.
He's right here.
Yes.
And he needs to be put away for a long, long time.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Also, pretty good drummer, Andy Levy.
Oh.
He was with Calm, right? Wasn't it him? With Billy that we talked about from...
Yeah,
that helped get Jay.
Wait a second.
Who played guitar?
James Mitchell. When they did the thing during school, the talent show.
Yeah.
And I got to be the special guest percussionist because Andy couldn't play mallets. So when they played Spirit of Radio, I walked out on the stage to play the orchestra bells, the glockenspiel part for Spirit of Radio. And then I would walk right back off the stage and then I would walk up again for it. And I got to hit the, oh God, why can't I think of this? The vibra slap when they played Crazy Train.
Did you get to play the timbales?
No, I didn't get to play the timbales. No.
Did you even notice your name?
Yes, I noticed the name.
Okay, because it has Tim.
It's not the first time I've heard that. Yes, I know.
So I thought it would make it timbales.
No, Andy was a superior drummer, especially on drum kit. Andy blew us all away. Except for he probably, I don't think he was better than Jim Benner.
Okay,
but maybe he was at the time. I mean, I don't know. That was a long time ago, but Andy was good. He was the first drummer that figured out how to do the Neil Peart, and I don't even know how to explain it. Jim, let me know musically how it's explained, but
hold on. Let me change the title of the show to Andy Levy's drum.
he does this drum fill at the very end of Limelight, coming from the high tom. He does it in territories, and Andy played it perfect. We were all just trying to make it up, and it never sounded right. But Andy played it perfect. But enough about drumming and drummers.
I know. We were talking about bass licks, Geddy's bass licks.
So I'm trying to think anything else, and I'm trying to think more, their recent albums, like from Presto, Roll the Bones. Now, I read something, I don't know if we had discussed this or not, that there's a song that was the hardest song for Geddy to perform and sing. Do you know what that song is?
Could have been just about any of them.
You would think, right? Because nobody else can do that. It was Roll the Bones.
How does that bass line go?
Well, let's see at the chorus. Like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that was that was the song he was most worried about. When it came to performing it live. But that's a good bass line. That's another good bass line. That's from Roll the Bones.
Monkey Sensing Sensei said Sailing Unlimited towards the end of it.
Oh my goodness.
He's got to have like 15 fingers for that part. Because it also, it's like he's got to with a pick. Because it's
if you had 15, so if you have 15 fingers, is he now growing a third hand? Or does he have 7.5 on one hand, 7.5 on the other? Or is he doing an 8 and 7?
3 hands, 5 on each.
3 hands, 5 on each.
Because one hand, regardless of how many fingers on it, can't do that. You need 2 hands or 3 hands to get it. Maybe 3, like 4. Needs definitely 4 because it's
4 hands.
If it was triplets, maybe 3 hands, but it's like 30-second notes. It's just
right. Oh, Ceiling Unlimited. And before, he is playing some mad bass in that. Not even at the very end, towards the end of the song, it's the when they get into that middle jam in the middle of the song. He's doing some incredible stuff there. A lot of really good bass playing. I mean, Secret Touch.
And not a young man then. I mean, how are his fingers still that fast at that age?
Well, he had finger transplants.
Oh, I
Yeah, he had a
pretty sure you're
hangnail.
making that up.
No, he got a hangnail at the end of the Test for Echo tour, and they had to take all of his fingers off, and so they gave him gorilla fingers.
Okay. I could see how that would make it easier.
Well, you know, gorillas and bass playing.
Tell me. Enlighten me.
It's
With some
superb,
knowledge
dude.
here.
Seriously, go to the zoo sometime.
Is it
You gotta-
choice?
Right. The
Primo.
gorillas get together, and you know, they're all
Oh.
fighting over who gets to play bass. Oh, it's awesome.
So they have a base off.
Yes.
It sounds like that should be it sounds like that's an attempt at a joke, but it's really not. It's just
I think it was a serious
a base
question
off. Yeah.
for a not
yeah.
so serious
I think
topic.
because it sounds like face off, it almost sounded like I was trying to make a pun or a dad joke, but I wasn't. I really meant a
See,
base off,
I was-
a contest of bass.
I was really hoping that our subscriber Randy, the bass player, would, but I know he's in San Antonio right now.
Really?
I
think
yeah,
he's
I
at-
would think he would be chiming in with some stuff, but
Is he
yeah,
going to Meteoras? Do you think?
that I doubt it. It's him, his wife, and his very little baby girl. I think they went to SeaWorld or something crazy like that.
Ooh, condolences. Sorry about the SeaWorld thing.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't know. A lot of people like SeaWorld though. It smells like fish. I don't know why.
Because of the sea.
Could be.
Could be because
Good
of the
point.
sea.
Well, you have
What
another
else?
one?
Well, okay, so let's talk about the obvious. Rivendell. The bass playing in that song
Oh, yeah.
is just crazy, man. I mean, but then he was young. You know, he could do all those crazy bass licks in Rivendell. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong song. No. Shane
Snow
has
Dog has some
lost
good
it.
bass. By Torn the
Shane-
Snow Dog has some good bass in it.
Oh, yeah.
He just said on the chat, the gorillas are performing a reenactment of Vitor. So then I started thinking about the bass line into the fill into the lead,
Right.
into the guitar
Yeah.
solo for Vitor and the Snow Dog.
Yeah, that's some awesome bass playing right there. Cygnus X1.
Oh, now is that a bass? What is that? Are you talking
Well,
about the
Well, if you talk about the entrance, that's a bass solo that then becomes a bass line.
that song is just so far out there,
I mean, and there's so much to it, but
but
then
right where it should be.
right
There's
in
nothing wrong.
some weird galaxy far, far away. Or was it?
No, it was on this side of the black hole. Book
Okay.
2's on the other side of the black hole,
Okay.
which we will cover in a few weeks as we make our way through hemispheres. I hiccuped when I said hemispheres.
Yes.
Hemispheres. These things
Uh,
are really carbonated, by the way.
what are you
Less
drinking?
expensive. It's a Waterloo, and they're cheaper than Topo Chico.
Waterloo.
I don't know the words either.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Heard
awful.
it.
Yeah.
Heard it 1,000 times watching Mamma Mia with my kid. But
So let's go ahead and put this up to a
to a what?
a Texas no holds barred, everything goes death match to the finish between what are the better bass parts between these two songs. And that
Okay.
means what's going on rhythmically through the gist of the song, bass breaks, bass solos, whatever. La Vila versus YYZ.
Do you mean right now or for
I
a future
mean,
conversation?
no, right now.
Oh,
right now. I just walked out to the center of the ring and I've thrown down the gauntlet.
Man.
Let's go.
So we're talking. Well, okay. So we can't let the rest of the song influence how we feel about the rest of the song. Influence.
Right. We're just talking about the bass playing.
Just the bass off.
Right. Just.
Wish I'd called it bass off, but I didn't.
I know.
Okay. I really like the solo part, that kind of solo part of Olivia Strangiato. As far as bass goes, I think I'm going to go with YYZ. I think overall, Olivia is in my top 6, whereas YYZ is not. And more of what I like about La Via has to do with what Alex and Neil do, I think, than what Geddy does. Whereas YYZ is more about all 3 of them.
You're so American.
I'm trying to remember how to say Y in Spanish. Say YY theta. Should have asked. I think that you're way more American than I am. I mean that as a compliment, but I'm like international.
USA.
I'm an international man of mystery.
Oh, okay. I'm going to agree with you because I'm not letting the other parts, the guitars or the drums, nothing else. It's just I think the bass is busier in YYZ. The bass solos and those breakdowns. Oh, Randy just reached out to me text. He's going to have to check it out later. He's at Disney on Ice. Yeah. So Randy won't be chiming in.
You know what? Hey, Randy, if you're taking your kid to Disney on Ice in San Antonio, respect. I appreciate that.
Respect.
Yeah. Travel, Disney, ice activities, whether it's ice skating, figure skating,
now Shane,
hockey, it counts.
You are a bass player.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Okay, but you have played the boss. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So from that experience, what song do you think would be harder for you to have learned? YYZ or La Villa?
Well, I did try to learn both of them.
And which song did you get farther in learning?
Probably YYZ, because
you learned the introduction, and
I couldn't get that far.
And then you you learned the middle section right before the guitar solo, the dun dun dun.
And I could do the I could do that part, but then I couldn't do the I couldn't do that part.
Right. Yeah. Okay. What about the dun 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 dun?
I could do that. I could do that on guitar and bass.
Oh, look at you!
Because I had that one book and I could read it. I didn't have to do, because I wasn't as good playing by ear.
Right.
And I had a book that I could read it better than I could hear it. And so when I had that book with the parts in it, I learned some of the guitar parts, some of the bass parts. So that part I could do on both instruments.
See, I think when you get to the part of YYZ, not the I mean, that's just crazy right there. What Geddy is doing on the bass through that is just so awesome. Right.
Oh, man. I know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people that could fake their way through a version of that song. What you call it? YY
Zed.
Zah.
Yeah.
Z.
No, not Zod.
Zod.
Not Zod. Zed. Now, I did one time for a talent show, because it was a talent show just for bass players. It was at the old smoking
show just for bass players.
for just bass players. It was at the old Smoking Guns bar and grill over in the River Bottoms,
yes,
Fort Worth. Yeah,
quite familiar with what you're making up.
And so I had learned how to play the very beginning of YYZ, dun 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 dun, dun. And then when it came down to the okay, I just took a glass bottle and I just started smacking the strings, just going crazy.
Oh,
and it got everybody paying attention to my antics and not necessarily the performance of the bass playing. And I got 10th place. And there was only 9 contestants. So.
Well done.
Yes. Yay, me.
I think that in itself is an accomplishment.
It is.
Not many could get.
I wasn't forced out of the Smoking Guns bar and grill in the river bottoms of Fort Worth.
Not for nothing.
Right.
They had good reason to give you that.
So are there any bass lines? Well, wait, no, you did say something. You mentioned that the Trees could do without Geddy's bass at the introduction.
Yeah.
But besides that,
no one would have missed that.
Oh, everybody would have missed that. Are there any other Geddy bass lines that you just don't really care for?
Oh, you know what? I have never, that is a thought that's never crossed my mind. So I'm going to say probably not. I don't think I've ever heard one and just went, yeah, he shouldn't have done that. Could have done this instead. Why, do you have something in mind?
No, because I'm a true Rush fan and I love everything he's ever done. Okay. Right. Yes.
Maybe we need to have a discussion about what a true Rush fan is.
Look, you can't consider them the holy trinity of rock and roll if you disagree with what they do.
I didn't say well, maybe I did.
Yeah, I think you did. I think basically you're saying you disagree with Geddy Lee. You disagree with Geddy Lee.
I don't disagree with him. I just think there was that one time
Alex,
for about
if you're
15
tuned
seconds.
in, give Geddy a call and tell him to start watching this thing, okay? I want you to see what this guy is saying about your buddy.
I wonder if they're ever listening to any of these podcasts or watch any of these shows about them. And just go, come on. Remember, do you remember that? And what grade were we in? David, I don't know if we had a friend, David.
Yes.
And he had,
we had two.
We had a lot of Davids, but one of the Davids that we knew had written to Neil Peart. I guess everyone did.
And he got a letter back. Yes, he sure did.
In which Neil said, you need to spend your time doing more important things and following a musician.
Right. Yes. Yes.
Huh.
Which I think it was years later that David was actually rereading the letter and actually understood what Neil was saying to him. I think the first 20 years, he was just, Neil Peart wrote me back. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, he was high as a kite, man. And that would have been hard for him.
I was so jealous.
Mm-hmm.
I was jealous.
Yeah.
Of course, I never wrote anybody, so I don't know why.
No. The whole reason why I never would have done it is because of the song Limelight. No, it's not. It has nothing to do with that. It's mostly because I just don't know how to write. Letters are hard.
Letters are hard.
Yes.
And you don't, and by the way, Tim doesn't mean letters as in the things that you send. He means like A and B
and C and how they come together to form these things y'all call words. Yeah. Oh boy, man. I tell you what. So I can't think of any bass lines that I'm just going, I mean, to me, they're just so, even if it's not crazy, if it's just like Red Lenses, it's just so cool. I mean, I guess he could have been doing popping and all that, slapping the boss, but no. No.
And I'm trying to think if there's another part kind of like the trees where maybe you could have done without it over the guitar part, but trees is the only one I can think of.
Oh, now as a bass player, because I've thought
You
about.
can't call me
Well,
a
I
baby.
I used to think about this. I haven't thought about this in a while, and of course, back in the time when I was thinking about this, we didn't have that. Maybe we did, but the technology would have been way too expensive for Rush to have released a new album, and the copy you get is just drums, guitar, and keyboards, no bass line, and you come up with what you think the bass line, how it would go.
I think Trent Reznor did that once. I think he released some kind of thing where he released the individual tracks and people, if they had Pro Tools, I think it was, could do their own mixes of his songs.
Wow, that's interesting to take
so.
and then mix the song yourself.
I think so. I mean, you had to have Pro Tools, know how to use Pro Tools to do it. But I think Trent Reznor did that.
See, I used to think, how cool would it be like an album like Signals, and the very first song you hear is Subdivisions, and not knowing at all how the drums go, and you don't get to hear the drums. And
so you're saying you just hear each instrument on its own without the rest,
but not the instrument that you are playing. So you have no clue how that goes.
And then I come up with my own.
And then you come up with your own bass line. I would come up with my own drum part and just see how far off would I be hearing bum, 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 bum. I'm thinking I would do something really hard rock and metal, just choking the cymbal, bah, 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 like that. But anyways, Dare to Dream.
I dare you. I dare you.
Dreams are scary. But they also flow across the heartland.
Feeding on the fires.
Feeding on the fires. They transport desires. They drive you when you're down. And also, a spirit with a vision is a dream with a mission. Yeah. So there you go.
That's a good note to end it on.
I think so. I think we've worn the bass out.
We have worn the bass out. It's time to change the strings. Definitely.
Next week, folks, we're going to be talking about the importance of timbales.
You know what's funny is we could probably spend a good 30-45 minutes talking about timbales before somebody with any sense shut us up and brought it to
and on this note, when I made that unfortunate comment about timbales and rock and roll music, another Latin percussion instrument that I'm assuming I've never heard it maybe Supertramp. The castanets that he does on Witch Hunt. There is a castanet part on Witch Hunt. Thank you. Yes. Well done. But I think it's also done on Supertramp's When I Was Young. The Logical song.
The Logical song?
Yes.
I don't know.
You don't know Supertramp?
Probably not.
Oh my goodness.
They're not something I go out of my way to go listen to.
No, they're not either, but they play that song on the radio constantly. It's just like the they beat us down with Boston.
I like albums all the way through. First song to last song.
Oh my goodness.
No shuffle, no random.
And his favorite ice cream is vanilla.
No, I don't like ice cream. It's too cold, too sweet.
Oh, here we go. Oh my goodness. I'm dying.
I'm
dying, folks.
And lamp. All right.
Shane, hang on. You're not going to drop that. Do you love lamp, or are you just naming off things that you see?
It's not plugged in. Let's get it turned off my light. I love lamp.
Okay.
Tim.
All right. So
I think I blew the line. Wow. This is our live show. Geddy, I didn't think it would go this long. It's what happens. I don't think there's enough there, but we do it anyway. And we make, I don't know how long it's been. I think it's almost been an hour, Tim.
wow.
Well
wow.
done.
Wait till we talk about Alex's guitar parts.
We're not. You know why? Because YouTube can't handle it.
No, it's too great.
YouTube doesn't have enough server space.
And let's not even entertain talking about drum parts.
Monkey Sensei said, I know a lot of Pro Tools, but he separated Pro Tools. So I think that was kind of funny. I don't know if I think he meant for it to be funny. And I'm laughing. Look at me. I'm laughing. Okay, I overdid it there. But be sure to follow us on every social media. Well, not everyone. Your favorite one at Every Rush Song. You can email us 2112@everyrushsong.com. Tim, say goodnight to St. Catherine, Toronto.
St. Catherine's, you've been a wonderful audience tonight. We really appreciate it. We hope to see you again sometime. Thank you. Good night.